I am homeless. We are 9 episodes into my hardcore Minecraft series and I do not have a base yet. I literally have this platform and some chests. It's so bad, even my villagers have a base. Look at this. It's amazing infrastructure. They even have a base and I don't. So we have to change that. So in today's episode, we're going to be building a mega base for myself, but not just any mega base. We're going to build the Great Deku Tree from Ocarina of Time. Why? Because Ocarina of Time is my second favorite video game behind Minecraft. So we're gonna build it and we're gonna put it like right here. Now we need wood. We're going to need a lot of wood. We're going to need an insane amount of wood. I don't think 2 sugar boxes will be enough, but it is a start, definitely. But we're gonna need so much more. Now I'm not going to follow a tutorial on this build simply because I don't want to. I feel like following a tutorial kind of takes away from a lot of the fun with Minecraft, so we're definitely not going to be doing that. We're just going to pull up some screenshots and just try our best. Honestly, just try our best. Now you might be wondering why I'm just chopping every single piece of wood manually instead of just building a tree farm. And honestly, I think I've built too many farms. Most of the videos in my hardcore series has been me just building farms, and it does get to a point to where too many farms takes a lot of the fun out of Minecraft. If I just rely on some redstone to do everything for me, I'm gonna get burnt out pretty quickly. I feel like it's the completion of the project feels better because I did it all by hand. I didn't have to sit there and just mindlessly chop wood with a redstone contraption, because I also just have too many to begin with. I have so many redstone things going on, so many farms going on, that I don't need to keep adding to that. I think this also is just better in my opinion. Okay, I think I've mined plenty of wood. Like, I doubt we're gonna need any more. This should be enough. I think a full shulker box of oak logs is plenty. Like, there's no way we'll need more than that. Yeah, we're not gonna need more. Now, I still need to gather some spruce, but we can do that later. For now, I want to build it here. I want to terraform it a little bit though, so let me go grab some dirt because I know we have dirt. Okay, this area is pretty cleared out. It shouldn't need more than like this, so this is good. So let's put, bam, go away, bam. Lot of oak logs. Love to see it. Now, there are 4 steps into making this build: the roots, the tree itself, the branches, and the leaves. Oh my gosh, we have no leaves. Oh my gosh, I didn't grab any leaves. Okay, so that'll be a fun thing to do later. That's a bridge we'll cross when it's time to get there. That's not a bridge we're crossing right now. Let's start working on this. I'm thinking we get the perimeter of the tree itself, get that going, and then we'll go back into the roots. That's what I like to hear. We're gonna do that. By the way, I don't really know how to build a circle in this game because it's, it's squares. So we're just gonna have to figure that out as we're going along. I could look it up at the same time. I don't want to look up too much stuff. Who would have thought that the hardest part of this challenge so far was making a circle? I cannot tell you how long it took me, how many tries it took me to make a circle, but after 1,000 attempts, we finally figured it out. Okay, guys, I think I did it. I think this is a perfect circle. I think this is just big enough, and I think it's a perfect circle. They don't show you circles more perfect than this, and if it's not a perfect circle, we'll find out. Oh yeah, that's a perfect circle. It doesn't get more circular than that. There it is. This is the circle. Now, here's the even funnest part. We have to now build this thing up. We're just going to be building this bad boy up. We also definitely did not bring enough oak logs. I'm being so for real, this is not going to be enough. We're going to have to go mine more later. And no, this video will not include any deforestation jokes because those jokes just aren't funny. I'm sorry. Deforestation jokes, genuinely speaking, are not funny. So they're gonna be cut from the video. Oh man. Gosh, I'm so funny. Okay, I need some temporary blocks to go like right here so I don't have to worry about making these into oak wood because that's just going to be way too expensive. So let's go grab some temporary blocks. Maybe netherite. What am I even saying? Netherrack. Because it's pretty easy to break. What to say? I'll mine it anyway. Okay, so out of the entire sugar box, we're out. We have no more oak wood, and that's pretty much what the entire sugar box was able to. Oh, we're going to need way more. Yeah, so we're going to need a whole other sugar box because we still have to have 6 big roots coming off the sides here, a bunch of branches going up. We have to go through and texture it with spruce wood, which we don't have just yet. We have a little bit, but not enough. We have to make the face, the interior. We're going to need a lot more. Plus, oh my gosh, dude, plus leaves. I wish I had a wood farm, but look at all. We have tons of wood here to chop down. So we should be fine. Okay, we have almost chopped down another one. We're almost at another full sugar box, and mentally I'm doing okay. Oh, but it's just been chopping trees down in total silence. Okay, well it hasn't been complete total silence. I watched the newest Ted Nivison video.
Stinky water. Oh shit, it kind of burns my eye.
But as I was mining and destroying all these trees, you know, it dawned on me that I'm just moving it. If you think about it, I'm replanting pretty much every sapling you see to create a new forest. I'm just taking this forest and moving it over there. And it's almost like maybe I should have just built it over here or just built it in a forest to begin with. It would have been so much less work, but we're already so far into this, so we might as well just keep going. Okay. Oh, wrong one. Okay, bang bop, we have another full sugar box of wood. That's what I love to see. I don't want to make it go up anymore. I kind of want to work on the roots, because then it will really start giving me that tree look that I could work with way more than what this is right now. So where these oak logs are where the roots would end, so we're just going to make them come downwards to these blocks here. That is the plan. That's the goal. Now, I hope what this does is it gives this more of a tree look, which would really help me work on just kind of warping the wood around it. I think that could help. I don't know, because for right now it just kind of looks like a wooden tower. It looks not good. Okay, I don't really know how I'm gonna do this. Just gonna build up there and figure it out. Built roots before, so this is like a whole new thing, I guess. Yes, I'm liking this. Right, it's the design I've kind of gone with. Now we just got to go in and fill. I like that. That looks right. Now we just have to go in and fill it in. Me. It's a gaggle of skeletons. Good lord, it's a bunch of them. Me. Isn't it wonderful? I finished adding all the branches. I finished adding all of those roots you can see back there, and then like I said, I went in and just kind of smoothed it out, and it definitely looks, oh my gosh, so much better, because I was stressing a lot. Now, I know I still have that to worry about, and that's where it's going to start branching off, and we're going to get some, like the branches that hold the trees. But for now, I want to finish this base up to a better extent, I guess. And that means I need to get spruce wood, a lot of spruce wood. And I also wonder if I might go ahead and top off this shulker box too. Let's gather more wood, which is what we only ever do, is mine wood. And every time I chop a tree down, I think to myself, you know how much better life would be if we made a tree farm. But alas, I'm sticking with what I said. We're going to manually chop down trees. I love doing this so much.
Are almost not necessary, but that's what makes this. I cannot get over that this candy display is.
So I want to take the spruce wood and I want to start decorating the bottom of this to make it pop out. I guess you could say I can make it. I could spruce it up. This looks so much better. Oh my gosh, just the simple texture alone has really brought this together into just a nice tree. And now, I think it's time. Look, this was the coolest thing. I'm gonna cut that off for a second. I got so much more oak logs now. And I still have tons of spruce. So I could very well go back and get more oak logs by just switching them out throughout the video. But now it is time to work on the chicken. Hello. Now it's time for the super fun part, the top. So let me pull up another picture of this. So the branches are kind of small. What I'm looking at, they're kind of small and they're down a bit. I'm gonna try and get down there. How possible is that? Not as possible as I'd like it to be. I think I'm finding the branches to be honestly almost as difficult as making that circle, because every branch I'm looking at on all these photos they're all a little bit different, which is why I'm just going to take my own creative liberty and do what I think would look super sigma. Don't unsubscribe now. I'm sorry. I won't say that ever again. Mad at fireworks? I gotta walk back to my base now. That sucks. It didn't take as long as I thought of, because a lot of the times, once I get the first thing of something done, everything else doesn't take nearly as long. And I think these are pretty cool branches. And if need be, I can make them longer, but I don't think they need to be, because in the pictures and in the game and whatnot, the branches are small and the leaves are huge. I want to make the face, and then I think all we need is the leaves, and the exterior would be pretty much finished, and then we can start working on interior stuff. So let's do that face. Pause. I think it looks pretty good, besides the fact that I think it's kind of, oh gosh. Besides the fact that I think I made him pretty overweight. I mean, good lord, the Great Deku Tree was not this chunky. You are a fat little boy, or old boy. You are just big and chunky. But besides any of that, really, it's done. Not really done. We need to put the leaves in, but the exterior of the Great Deku Tree has been finished. Which means I'm not going to be placing that much wood anymore. Yay! Oh, we have to do the interior still. I keep bringing up the interior, but like I still don't know what I'm going to do with it. For now, while we brainstorm the interior, we need to do something and I haven't done yet that's really going to suck. We have to get a lot of leaves, like an insane amount of leaves. Honestly, more leaves than we did wood, if I'm being so honest with you, or just as many. Now, on the bright side, leaves do break easier than wood. On the bad side, shears break easier than a enchanted diamond axe with mending and unbreaking. Oh, not great. So my proposed idea is kind of simple and kind of easy. We're gonna go to this handy dandy iron farm, just grab a stack of iron, and then just keep it with me. Alrighty, we should head out.
This evening, the Wheel of Doom is nice and quiet. Thank you, Wheel of Doom. Oh my gosh.
Boom. We have 2 sugar boxes full of oak leaves. I don't think it'll be enough, but I think it'll be a great way to start. Great place to start. I don't even know really how I'm gonna do this. I think I'm just gonna kind of build like a perimeter around the entire thing, and then I'll start building up in just kind of weird ways to give it a very natural looking look. So yeah, let's work on that. We're gonna go out some. Should be good. Let's begin. Okay, the perimeter is complete. This was probably the easiest thing to do since it's just a really irregular circle. Now my next step is to slowly start filling this in like a pyramid almost. Each layer closing in more and more and more and going up, but I still want to make sure it's still really irregular, so it's not just a weirdly shaped pyramid, it's actually just, weirdly shaped. So we're going to start that. I finished, kind of. The tree itself is done, the leaves have been placed, and the exterior is finished, but I'm not done placing leaves. See, once I got this top half finished, I realized I still have to, oh my gosh, there's so many mobs. I still have to do the bottom. Can you guys go away, please? But as you can see, I still didn't have enough leaves. I used all my leaves for this, and I still have some holes to fill. Went back and grabbed more leaves and watched the new Ryan Trahan video while I did it. Love Ryan Trahan. Anyways, and I still did not get enough leaves. This was, I don't even remember how much this was. I was very locked in on Ryan Trahan. But yeah, so we're done, but not really. And I kind of am tired of mining stuff to put in here, you know? So I think what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna go to sleep so mobs can stop spawning, and then I want to work on the interior, because that is kind of the most important part of this build. Okay, so the interior of the Great Deku Tree in Ocarina of Time is pretty much the first dungeon you go into, except I'm not going to be building a dungeon. I want to build a house. So the interior will be however I want it to be, because it's my own build. I mean, clearly the Great Deku Tree also isn't chunky. Oh my gosh, they all spawned back again. I gotta do something about this. Give me a second. Okay, I hope for the time being that this is going to be enough to keep the place lit. So we're just gonna put some of these lanterns around here. Ow. Now, one big thing to note with the Great Deku Tree is the interior of it. I can't speak. The interior of the Great Deku Tree is pretty much covered in spiderwebs, and I hate spiders, so we're not going to be doing that. We also desperately need to get rid of this, so let's do that as well. I think there's a baby zombie in my attic. Oh yeah, that's a baby chicken jockey. What's up, gang? Okay, he's on my red long thing. This isn't good. I'm gonna come down to your level. Wait, I have a gun. Time to kill the baby. Baby killed. This looks so much better, and guess what? Mobs are not spawning. Oh, they are. Never mind. Stay back! I'm out of arrows! I'll give... Oh, yeah. 360. Get wrecked. You saw that. A lot of horses in the area. I feel like I'm missing something. What I was thinking was we dig up this dirt. Oh, that shovel's gonna break. We start digging up this dirt, and I want to have like a cool wooden. Oh, I'm facing the wrong way. I know I've done a lot of wood stuff. I use a lot of wood. We're gonna keep using wood. I mean, it's literally a tree. I feel like we need to keep it wood. Now that I think about it, I've built a tree out of the remains of other trees. Is this pretty much my Frankenstein? Like, am I Frankenstein right now? This is my monster? Maybe. I don't want to think about that, though. That's another existential crisis that I should just avoid. I'm going to dig this out, get a better shovel, and watch more Ryan Trahan.
But that's enough of us being paranoid, because we're here. Let's go in.
Okay, so this is what I thought of. It's kind of, as you can see, like, these are like how old the tree is. Now, obviously, the Great Deku Tree is like super old, but I don't think I can do that a lot of times, but I think this is super creative and cool for a, like, you know, a floor. And now it's time to actually, like, really talk about, like, what we're going to do here. I want to have, I guess multiple floors, but the entire thing is going to be open, and I'm also going to include a giant hole in this so I can just fly straight out of there. That's going to be an issue, but if they fall down, they're going to die pretty much. So I think we're good for now. But yeah, we need to now... We're pretty much at the very end, but I also want to do one more thing first before we start, is I want to create a little path from here all the way over there towards my base. Now I have, if you remember correctly, a lot of oak saplings. We're going to go place those, pretty much all of them in this area. We're going to place pretty much all of them in this area. I'm really excited to do that. We're going to make sure they're all the really big ones. I'm going to try to make sure the big ones are all like on a line here. That way, it just looks cool, and it looks a little more accurate to the game. But then again, I don't want it to be too accurate to the game, because it is my thing, you know? It's what I've created. So I don't want it to be too game accurate, if that makes sense. I think I'm finished. This took a while, and I forgot to record most of it, but I'm happy with how it turned out. I was struggling for a while of what I wanted to do, but then I just kind of, locked in, and I cooked this up. I think I'm done. I mean, the base is finished, the whole area, this jungle, not jungle, the forest is nice and lit up. I would say this is a pretty cool mega base. Would you guys consider this a mega base? Let me know in the description. Let me know in the comments. I would consider it a mega base because I still have lots of room that I was glad I filled up with moss, but you know, yeah, I like it. And I think this is probably the coolest part of the base because look, I had no idea I could do that. That's so cool. I also used the campfires like they're like logs or spare wood just kind of sitting around, which is obviously a cool idea. I'm gonna put the dragon egg right there. I just haven't gotten back to it yet. And the parkour, what? And look, this is cool. Look, it's like hanging from the ceiling, and I put these like, because this, oh man, I can't even, dude. It's so cool. And this is just so cool. I didn't even, oh, I need, And obviously the place is literally covered with pots. They're everywhere. They're even up there. Because if you've ever played Zelda, you know my boy Link is running around there. He's breaking those pots. Because that's where you put the coins out. Oh, I should put like sunflowers in those. So when they break, it looks like coins. I don't see any sunflowers though. But all of this was missing one very important thing. I need a companion. Not just any companion will do. A dog or a cat simply is not going to cut it. Okay, you are perfect. There we go. I have my first friend on here. My first pet. My first companion. 9 episodes in and I just got my first one, and I think I'm going to call you Epona.